Good afternoon, and thank you for the opportunity to share an overview of one of Nidus's key investment areas, the Us Drought Portal, or drought.gov. My name is Kelsey Satellino, and I'm the Digital Communications Coordinator for the National Integrated Drought Information System. During this presentation, I hope to demonstrate the quality, relevance, and performance of the Nidus program through the Us Drought Portal. Through the Drought Portal, Nidus works with partners to integrate actionable drought data, maps, and decision support resources into one centralized location. This one-stop shop makes vital drought information more accessible than ever and provides a key climate service to help communities proactively understand and manage drought risks and impacts. The U.S. Drought Portal was first launched in 2008 as an information clearinghouse for authoritative and easily accessible drought monitoring and forecasting products, per the mandate of Nidus public law. The website supports Nidus's mission to enable the nation to move from a reactive to a proactive approach to drought risk management. Nidus's authorization calls on us to consult with federal, tribal, state, and local partners, as well as the private sector, academic institutions, and citizen scientists. Drought.gov is an interagency resource that builds on those partnerships and leverages state and local government data and decision support products. The impact of the information on Drought.gov is far-reaching. In 2021 alone, 1.25 million users visited Drought.gov, and the website is a trusted resource for the media and other communicators. In 2021, 127 media outlets used content from Drought.gov to communicate important drought information to the public. This includes national news outlets like the New York Times, CNN, NPR, and the Washington Post, as well as regional and local news organizations and local government agencies. Nidus has a long-standing, valuable partnership with NOAA's National Centers for Environmental Information, or NCEI, to update and maintain the U.S. Drought Portal. In addition to Nidus staff, the Drought Portal team includes a Drought Portal manager, 2 GIS specialists, and 2 front-end developers. Over the last 5 years, we've made numerous small but meaningful updates to Drought.gov. And in January 2021, based on extensive consultation and user research over the past year and a half, Nidus partnered with NCEI to launch a completely redesigned U.S. Drought Portal. Drought.gov is the only federal government website dedicated to drought early warning. In addition to improved usability and accessibility and a shift to cloud-based hosting, the new website features local drought information from the city and county level to across the globe, interactive maps and data that don't exist anywhere else, a new by-sector section showing cascading drought impacts across economic sectors like agriculture, recreation and tourism, and manufacturing, and a research and learn section that highlights the results of federally supported drought research. In order to demonstrate the quality, relevance, and performance of the U.S. Drought Portal, let's take a look at the website itself. First, quality. Through Drought.gov, Nidus supports quality and usable research, products, and tools that deliver earlier warning of drought. With this interagency website, Nidus can leverage in real time the latest innovative technologies and actionable drought information from partners across government and academic institutions. The U.S. Drought Portal ingests data from a variety of partners and uses interactive maps and graphics to visualize drought information in new ways, bringing the work of our partners to life. One great example of this is our historical information tool. One of the most common questions we get asked is, how does this drought compare to previous droughts in my region? To help answer that question, we created an interactive time series graph and map, visualizing 3 historical drought datasets side by side for the first time: the U.S. Drought Monitor, a 9-month standardized precipitation index, and paleoclimate data going back to the year 0 for some parts of the U.S. Users can toggle between time periods, view historical information down to the state or county level, or even create a map and time series for a custom region by combining multiple states or counties. This information is easy to download as an image or data file, which decision makers can use in drought and hazard mitigation plans, research, media briefings, and public communications. Through Drought.gov, Nidus also coordinates the results of federally supported drought research, making it easier to integrate into decision-making. For example, Nidus funds innovative drought research through the Coping with Drought research competition. On Drought.gov, researchers and decision-makers have transparency into quality and usable research in drought monitoring, prediction, communication, and more. Drought.gov also provides a platform to display the actionable results of this research. Next, let's look at relevance to Nidus's mission and the missions of CPO and OAR. Per its interagency mandate, Nidus engages in partnerships and consultation with federal, tribal, state, and local partners in its mission to provide a national drought early warning information system. The U.S. Drought Portal supports this mission by providing drought information for Nidus's 8 regional drought early warning systems, as well as conditions by city, county, state, HUC2 watershed, and tribal nation. For example, this is one of drought.gov's county-level pages. Many drought planning decisions are made at regional or local scales, and by providing actionable information across geographic regions and economic sectors, Drought.gov supports CPO's broader mission to advance scientific understanding, monitoring, and prediction of climate and its impacts to enable effective decisions. Nidus has also made the dissemination of timely, relevant drought information more accessible through communications during times of drought. Whether that's collaborating with the National Weather Service on an interactive map of active drought information statements, co-producing regional drought status updates with local partners, or even delivering email updates right to people's inboxes. For example, with local drought alert emails, users could enter their city, zip code, or street address and receive email alerts when the U.S. Drought Monitor category changes for their location, or when the National Weather Service's Climate Prediction Center releases a new monthly or seasonal drought outlook. The website also highlights key cross-disciplinary initiatives, like the National Coordinated Soil Moisture Monitoring Network, the Nidus Drought and Wildland Fire Nexus, and Nidus's Tribal Drought Engagement Strategy. During the performance period, Nidus partnered with NCEI and the National Environmental Modeling and Analysis Center to undertake a comprehensive website redesign. And the culmination of those efforts demonstrates the highly effective performance of Nidus through Drought.gov. Nidus performs regular consultation and planning to strengthen drought resilience across the nation, and the Drought.gov redesign involved consultation with the Nidus Executive Council, working groups, and stakeholders at every stage of the process. The team was also guided by user research and usability testing, taking an iterative, user-centered approach to the design. The results speak for themselves. After the redesign, in 2021 alone, Drought.gov had 1.25 million users and 3.45 million page views. That's a 108% increase in users and an 82% increase in page views over 2020. The new Drought.gov is now even more responsive, more accessible, and more mobile-friendly, which is important for the equitable dissemination of drought information. In 2021, 43.8% of users accessed Drought.gov via mobile phones, a 157% increase over 2020. Nidus also provides timely drought information through Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and regional and national email lists. In 2021, Nidus's Twitter followers increased by 31.7%, reaching nearly 10,000 by the end of the year. Drought.gov has been called, quote, truly transformational, a big step forward in how we can improve our communication, and impressive in the scope and depth of information available. Nidus and the Drought Portal team have demonstrated leadership and effectiveness through creating an innovative interagency drought website and by sharing work and lessons learned within NOAA, with other federal partners, and at industry conferences. Drought.gov also builds upon NOAA's Big Data program, using cloud-optimized NOAA data to create drought indices and statistics using Climate Engine, powered by Google Earth Engine, as well as enabling the distribution and reuse of all map and statistical data displayed on Drought.gov. In addition, the Nidus Program Office and Drought Portal team meet annually to evaluate progress and align on key priorities for the coming fiscal year. This allows a small, flexible team to make huge strides in the effective dissemination of drought information, bringing taxpayers a large return on their investment. In the next 5 years, Nidus will continue to engage in consultation with partners to increase public interest in and support for actionable, accessible, and equitable drought information. For example, Nidus will develop an interactive drought planning platform that supports planners to develop and improve drought plans across geographic scales. The platform will integrate the best U.S. and international tools, data, research, and best practices into an online portal, guiding users and bringing planning to life through visuals, story maps, videos, tutorials, and other interactive features. In addition, Nidus will work closely with partners to address gaps in monitoring and prediction resources on Drought.gov, expand drought resources for tribal nations, improve communication of forecast uncertainty, build out and expand the by-sector section of Drought.gov, optimize public communications, and continue to disseminate key drought research and decision support resources. The value that the U.S. Drought Portal brings, and the one thing I hope you take away from this presentation, is its intra-agency and inter-agency nature. Through Drought.gov, Nidus builds upon the great work of CPO, NOAA, and other federal agencies, coordinating and integrating drought resources into one centralized location, avoiding duplication of efforts, and making decision support information more accessible, equitable, and actionable. The U.S. Drought Portal is the premier drought decision support website and provides an essential climate service, improving the nation's capacity to proactively manage drought-related risks. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to addressing any questions you have at the review session.